Welcome to Ask a Wedding Travel Agent, my brand new series where I am answering your destination wedding planning questions. Whether from Reddit or via email, I am answering questions that you have sent and I'm giving you my real take. No fluff, just real talk. If we don't know each other yet, my name is Becky from the blog travelagentbecky.com, and I specialize in destination weddings that happen in the Cancun and Riviera Maya area of Mexico. So I'm kind of made for this. I love answering questions. I do it all day in my email, and I thought, what a really fun and unique way to get some information out there about destination wedding planning. So if you have your own questions, make sure you head down to the description box where you can find a link to submit your questions. You can also add your questions to the comment section, and I will try to pull some from there for next week's video or next month's video. And I also may be pulling questions from the subreddits Destination Weddings, Riviera Maya Weddings, or Excellence Weddings. I look through there a lot. Question 1. I'm starting my search for a boutique resort with 60 to 80 rooms so that we can buy out for a long weekend for 100 to 125 people. I'm well aware this range is very difficult to find. That being said, I also know they are out there. We are open to anywhere tropical, Florida, Caribbean, Mexico, Central America. Room rates between 300 to 600 a night is ideal. Our guest list is much larger. The 120 is what we're hoping attendance will be after 180 plus invites are sent out. We'll have no issues filling 60 to 80 rooms. Okay, first of all, I'm obsessed with this couple. Someone's done their homework. I don't know if it's her or him or them. They have done their homework. I did jump into this comment section because I loved their overall vibe so much, but I sent two recommendations to them that I thought would be really interesting, both on the West Coast. One, Zoetry Casa del Mar, because it is definitely going to give tropical. You're going to have the beach access. It's really lovely, and it's 61 suites, so right in the sweet spot of what they could afford. And this property is known to do resort buyouts. It's happened a lot in the past. It's something they do pretty regularly, so the contracts are pretty easy to get. The second one I suggested to her was Unico 2105. Again, this is in Riviera Nayarit, so close to Puerto Vallarta, so still West Coast. This is a new property. This just opened in July of 2025. It's not been open very long. It has less than 150 rooms, if I'm remembering correctly, and does resort buyouts for sure. It has incredible views. Because the guest list could potentially be bigger, I wanted to give a bigger option. This might be too big, but I think it's worth looking at. And I think you could get some really good rates on a full resort buyout. One, because it's new, and two, because you'd be bringing so many people. So worth looking at. I love this question. Super cool. And I hope they find something. Okay, Reddit question number 2. My fiance and I are struggling to pick an all-inclusive in or around Cancun and are hoping to get some recommendations. Our only real requirement is that we are in more of a garden jungle setting rather than the beach. We will have about 50 people. We want there to be a bit of a party atmosphere, but it needs to be family friendly. Our budget is 10 to 12K. Okay, a few things. Again, real talk. 10 to 12K for 50 people is a low budget. I know people don't want to hear that. It's so easy to look at Pinterest and see all these things that you want. You want a light up dance floor. You want tea lights over everything. You want upgraded florals. That's your budget. That's 10 to 12K. I'm not kidding. Lighting alone could be 2K. So you don't even have upgraded photography or upgraded hair or makeup, or I mean, like that money can go quickly. So if that money is for just the wedding and your travel, your attire, all your other wedding events are going to come out of a different budget, I think you could do 10 to 12K just on wedding if you're strategic. If that is your travel, right? So your flights, your wedding attire, your suits and gowns, and your hotel stay and your wedding, I just don't see it happening. So depending on how lush they want to be, Dreams Riviera Cancun could be an option for them. I really think though that I would show them Finest in Playa Mujeres, or if they had time, potentially they'd be willing to wait and look at the brand new resort that's coming, Finest Riviera Cancun, because with some time that could be another option. They are in the process of building it. It is not open yet. If you want information on it and to stay in the loop, I will link that also in the description box for you. So take a look for that sign up. I think for this one, I would stick with some of the Dreams properties, Dreams Natura, Dreams Riviera Cancun. Those could be really good fits. There are other options that have some lush feel, but nothing really jungly if that's the priority. Question from Reddit number 3. We don't really want any gifts given. People are traveling to our wedding. Would you explicitly state that on a wedding website or just not include a gift section? Okay, firstly, I really want to validate that you are asking for a way to clearly communicate with your guests, because clear communication is critical when you're planning a destination wedding. So props to this couple or this person who is thinking ahead and wanting to be very clear and strategic. I love it. And to be blunt and answer this question, yes, explicitly say don't bring a gift. And there's a lot of reasons why people don't want to bring a gift. One, they don't want to have to bring it back, right? They don't have extra luggage to just bring back a toaster that you brought. Don't bring a toaster. They don't want it. The wedding couples don't want it. I also don't recommend just not saying it. I think it's important to say it in a few places. However you want to word it is up to you and what makes sense to you and your guests. But definitely explicitly say no gifts. That being said, there are always going to be people who want to bring a gift. They have it in their heart and they can't let it go. It feels wrong to attend a wedding etiquette wise and not provide a gift. So just know people are going to do it anyway. Aunts, uncles, grandmas, people who sort of have that etiquette driven into them from a life of wedding attendance etiquette, they're going to bring a gift. Smile and say thank you. Question number 4 from Reddit. Wedding planner cost. Is it worth it? For those of you that hired a wedding planner for a wedding in Mexico or the Caribbean, did you find it to be worth it to stay within budget? It's a pretty large fee, but unsure if it's worth the cost for vendor knowledge and budget reasons. Okay, so this question sounds really simple, but it's actually got a lot to it, right? So they're asking, is it worth it to maybe go over budget to have a wedding planner because it's going to unlock more for me, right? It's that concept of, do I pay a little bit more to get a lot more? That's essentially what the question is. I would say yes. Any travel agent can book your travel even if they've never been to Mexico. So you can hire someone for free to do that for you if that's what you want. If you want someone who is a specialist, someone who works with these wedding teams on site, someone who knows these people's emails by heart, someone who has friends in the area, if you want someone's specialty, that's worth paying for. You pay to get your hair cut. You pay to go to a mechanic, right? Some people pay to have their taxes done. You pay for the important things that matter, and hiring someone to help you through this process can be worth it. It's not worth it to everybody. If you are very confident reading contracts, if you are very confident, you have support, somebody who just went through this and they're guiding you through it, sure, fine. You might not need someone. If you want to get the most out of your wedding contract with the resort, a specialist will do that. And not just a regular wedding planner, but someone who specializes in what you're doing. If you're doing a resort buyout, find someone who specializes in resort buyout. If you're planning a wedding at Hotel Xcaret in Mexico, guess what? That's a whole thing in and of itself. Find someone who specializes in Hotel Xcaret. I have recommendations. It's not me. If you are looking for someone who specializes in excellence or someone who specializes in Royalton or some other brand, find that person, hire them, because they will be a wealth of information to you. They will get you the most out of your wedding contract and the most perks. So even though you might be paying more, you might actually be unlocking more perks, kind of like she said, or they said in this question here. So yes, but hire the right person. Don't hire a Joe Schmo that you don't know, that you don't trust. Hire someone that you know has your back, understands the brand that you're working with, and will get you the best perks. That was 4 questions from Reddit. Make sure you check out the description box below where I have linked a lot of information for you. There are ways for you to submit your own questions. There are ways for you to join my subreddit communities. There are ways for you to get free information for wedding planning in Cancun. And of course, my calendar is linked down there. If you would like a free consultation, a complimentary consultation to chat and see if we should work together to plan your destination wedding, all of that is going to be linked below. I'll be in the comment section answering questions. You know where to find me. Have a great one.